Right, okay, angel hug for Thursday, September the 20th. And it's the eve of World Peace Day. So I used to have a book about world peace. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a children's story about how world peace happened. If anyone knows that book, can you just send me a note or post something? Because I used to love that book. I think it was called Peace Day, and it was a huge book, a white book with lovely drawings, and it was a story of... Anyway, I love the idea of that one day we'll be telling our children that story. And this is what we're doing now, we're creating that. So I just want to remind everyone that tomorrow is World Peace Day, and it's a time of celebration. Right, so the card for today is courage. And the reason I'm saying it's a time of celebration, sorry, just going off on a tangent, I am going to come to this card, but it's just to remind us all that, just as we were saying earlier, if manifestation doesn't feel good, doesn't feel joyful, that's not how we create. So, you know, there will be a lot of people around the world meditating, there will be lots of people singing, writing and sharing poetry, there will be people dancing and having fun, having parties, and you know, you contribute to that in your way, in a way that feels good. But let's just let peace be somewhere in our minds at some point during the day. Okay, so courage. Archangel Ariel says, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. So this is really interesting on the eve of Peace Day, because I feel as if there are things that we sometimes feel a little bit afraid to express publicly, because we kind of think, well, oh, it's just going to make me seem really naive, or you know, that's just not realistic. Well, there are a lot of people on the planet. If you just Google International Peace Day, 21st of September 2012, you'll see that there are a lot of people all around the world. We're talking about millions who actually believe that peace on earth is possible and are working towards it. It's actually possible. So I just want to make use of today as the day before Peace Day and say to everyone, believe in the things that you believe, trust what you believe, however idealistic and naive. You know, remember, we are dreamers. We're supposed to be. We came here to dream. We came here not just to dream though, but also to create it. And I really just want to remind anyone who has those doubts in their mind, just because it feels so right that this has come up the day before Peace Day, this particular card, that if this is something you really believe is possible, don't be deterred by anything that anyone else is saying around you. And you don't have to get into arguments either. Just stay in that space of knowing and trusting, because, you know, I'm not going to keep repeating that thing that everyone says about becoming the peace that you wish to see. But yes, there is that. But it's also something else. It's when you really believe something, you don't need to argue about it. We're not evangelists. We don't have to prove anything. We don't have to take anyone with us. And I feel that in this case, standing up for what you believe is more a question of just looking. If people say disparaging things or imply that you're not being realistic, smiling and just continuing to hold that peace in your heart as a really, really powerful possibility. And it's amazing the effects that sometimes has on people. They don't always know why. But people can feel the peace that you become. They can feel when you emanate peace. They can feel when you emanate love. They can feel when you stay in that space. So let that be the way that you show courage. It takes a lot of courage to stay peaceful, to be connected and sensitive and aware, and to align with love, and to at least aspire to emanating love and being a channel of love in these weird times. But it's worth it. So that's my message for today. Have the courage to stand up for your belief in peace and love, unashamedly. Okay, see you tomorrow for the weekend. Bye.